This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 403, 20 Ways to Eliminate Stress from Your Life, Part 1, by Babauta of Zen Habits, and I'm Dr. Neil Malik, your narrator of blogs covering health and fitness. This is where I read to you from some of the best health and fitness blogs on the web, kind of like an ongoing audiobook. Some of the authors include Zen Habits, Nerd Fitness, Ben Greenfield, and lots more. And before I read today's post to you, I wanted to wish my mother-in-law a very happy birthday. And really quickly, a big thank you to Blue Apron for sponsoring this episode. Blue Apron delivers fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and step-by-step recipes right to your door that can be cooked in under 45 minutes. And Blue Apron is treating Optimal Health Daily listeners to $30 off your first order if you visit blueapron.com/OHD. So check out this week's menu and get your $30 off at blueapron.com/OHD. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. All right, let's get right to today's post and start optimizing your life. 20 Ways to Eliminate Stress from Your Life, Part 1, by Babauta of Zen Habits, and. You often see articles on ways to unwind and relax after a stressful day, which I always find useful. But for me, the most important advice would be to get to the source of the problem and cut stress out before it even happens. By careful editing of your life and changing certain habits, you can eliminate most, but not all, sources of stress in your life. I don't believe that a stress-free life is possible. Stress is a response to challenges in life, and a life without challenges is too boring to contemplate. However, I do believe that most of the stress in our lives is unnecessary, and that it can be eliminated by taking some simple and some not so simple steps. It can't be accomplished overnight. I've been eliminating stressors in my life for a while now, and I'm still not done. But I think it's a worthwhile goal. Let's first take a look at an example. It's a little extreme, but it exemplifies the typical stressors in people's lives. Let's say Fred gets up in the morning, waking up late, and now has to rush to get ready. He's so rushed that he spills his coffee on his shirt and has to change, and nicks himself while shaving. He heads out the door and then has to go back in the house because he forgot his wallet. He gets in the car and realizes he forgot his keys. Now he's on the way into work and is in the middle of rush hour traffic, and his temper starts to flare after someone cuts him off. He's honking at people, cursing, and arrives to work late in a bad mood. He snaps at someone and is surly all morning. His desk is covered in piles of paper, and he can't find that report he needs to work on. His inbox is overflowing, and his email notification is going off, and he sees he has 36 messages to respond to. Plus, he knows he's late on 2 projects, and his boss isn't happy. He's got to finish 5 tasks before the 11 a.m. meeting, and he's got meetings all afternoon. You get the idea. His day does not go well, and he hits rush hour traffic on the way home. He gets home late, exhausted, completely stressed, his mind still on his late and, as of yet, uncompleted projects, his still full inbox and email inbox and all the stuff piling up that he has to work on tomorrow. The house is a mess, and he snaps at his family. His kids have not put things away exactly where he told them to put them away, so he begins to yell at them. He has a quick, greasy dinner in front of the TV and zones out before falling asleep, late. Again, this is a bit extreme, but you can see through this illustration some of the things that stress people out. There are many more, of course, and I won't cover them all here. But these sources of stress can be eliminated with a little thought. Here's how. 1. Identify stressors. This is the most important step of all. Identifying the things that stress you out in your life is the first step towards eliminating them. Take 10 minutes to think about what stresses you out during the day. What weekly occurrences stress you out? What people, activities, and things cause stress in your life? Make a top 10 list and see which of them can be eliminated and start to weed them out. For those that can't, find ways to make them less stressful. 2. Eliminate unnecessary commitments. I did a post on editing your commitments before. Apply those concepts here. We all have many commitments in our lives, starting with work, but also including commitments related to kids, our spouses, things to do at home, other family, civic work, side work, religious, hobbies, online activities, and more. Consider each of them, the amount of stress they provide, and the value you get out of them. Edit brutally, and take steps today to remove the ones that stress you out the most. 3. Procrastination. We all do this, of course, but allowing stuff to pile up will stress us out. Find ways to take care of stuff now. Form a do-it-now habit and keep your inbox and desk clear. 4. Disorganization. We're all disorganized to some extent. Even if we've organized something and created a great system for keeping it that way, things tend to move towards chaos over time. But disorganization stresses us out in terms of visual clutter and in making it difficult to find stuff we need. Take time to get things in your life organized, starting with your desk and the papers in your home, and moving on to other areas. 5. Late. Being late always stresses us out. We have to rush to get ready, rush to get there, and stress out the whole time about looking bad and being late. Learning the habit of being early, and this stress disappears. Make a conscious effort to start getting ready earlier and to leave earlier. This also makes driving less stressful. Time yourself to see how long it actually takes to get ready and how long it actually takes to get somewhere. You've probably been underestimating these times. Once you know these times, you can plan backwards so that you show up 10 minutes early each time. It's a good feeling. 6. Controlling. We are not the master of this universe. I know we sometimes wish we were, but acting as if we are is a sure way to get stressed out. Trying to control situations and people cannot work and only serves to increase our anxiety when it doesn't work. Learn to let go and accept the way that other people do things and accept what happens in different situations. The only thing you can control is yourself. Work on that before you consider trying to control the world. Also learn to separate yourself from tasks and to delegate them. Learning to let go of our need to control others and the situations around us is a major step towards eliminating stress. 7. Hear that on tomorrow's episode. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled 20 Ways to Eliminate Stress from Your Life by Babauta of zenhabits.net. And a big thank you again to Blue Apron for their support. Blue Apron is the leading meal kit delivery service in the US, and their meals change every week based on what's in season. They actually don't repeat a recipe for at least an entire year. That's a great way to get variety and flexibility. My delivery is on the way. It comes with pre-portioned ingredients to make a delicious, well-balanced meal, including detailed recipe cards and step-by-step instructions to make it super convenient and simple to make a meal for 2, or even a family. It takes less than 45 minutes, so there's no need to go to the grocery store. And Blue Apron is treating Optimal Health Daily listeners to $30 off your first order if you visit blueapron.com/OHD. So check out this week's menu and get your $30 off at blueapron.com/OHD. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. Step 1 of Leo's recommendations is probably the most important. How can you eliminate stressors unless you know which stressors are stressing you out the most? Wow, I said stress a lot. There's a textbook that I make all of my master's students read. It's a book on self-directed behavior, or basically changing habits, by Watson and Thorpe. And to me, one of the most meaningful quotes in their textbook is this: if you want to change a behavior, you must pay attention to it. And that's why this first step of identifying your stressors and writing them down is so critical. How do you know what to change if you don't know what it is you're trying to change? And yes, I'm going to be reading you 13 more tips on how to de-stress your life. And these are, again, coming from Leo Babauta. And I agree with many of these, but in no way would I, or I'm sure Leo, recommend that you do all of these 20 suggestions at once. Pick 1 or 2 to start with, and then work your way through this list. Because if you try and tackle all 20 at once, you might just get more stressed out. All right, that's it for today. I hope you're having a great week. Thank you as always for listening. I'll be back here tomorrow where we'll finish up this post and where your optimal life awaits.
Hello, Life Optimizer. This is Justin Malik, creator and producer of this show and Optimal Living Daily, the brother podcast of this one. Literally, I'm Dr. Neil's brother. If you like the format of this show, you'll love Optimal Living Daily too, where I also read to you from blogs, but cover other topics like personal development, finance, and minimalism from bloggers like Derek Sivers, The Minimalists, Zen Habits, and many more. So for more amazing content read to you for free, come subscribe to Optimal Living Daily too, and together we'll optimize your life.
You've been listening to Optimal Health Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode, and head to oldpodcast.com. That's oldpodcast.com for a free gift, as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.